Welcome to lesson 1. I'm sharing my setup with you. I have pencil, brushes, eraser. I have my watercolor palette on the left. I have some Posca paint pens, the Uniball pens in gold, and I have my Caran d'Ache set on the right. I have a cup of water, and I have my notes from researching my symbols, and got to paint a little snake in there just to keep everybody company. I've decided to use the pomegranate as the first symbol that I explore. So for this lesson, you're just exploring. You've got a bunch of materials out and you allow yourself to just play with one symbol at a time, just seeing how many ways you can paint or draw your symbol, how many different types of ideas you can come up with. Don't put any pressure on yourself, just let it flow and use a lot of different colors, a lot of different brushes, and just see what you can come up with. So the pomegranate is of course red and pink. So I use a whole variety of these pinks and reds so that I can just see what kind of colors look nice. And this orientation of this pomegranate is upside down because that's how they grow on the tree. Now I'm trying a deeper red with more refined lines. And then I actually open up this pomegranate to reveal the seeds inside, allowing it to feel more womb-like, more yonic, more motherly. And then using some green to add a stem to this pomegranate and some pretty flowy leaves. And of course, red and green are opposites on the color wheel, meaning they're complementary colors. And so they're always going to look nice together. And so naturally, the pomegranate uses complementary colors. And I love pink and green together. It's my very favorite color combination. And so I use it often. So I hang out with the watercolor palette for a little while. I'm pretty into it and I like exploring the colors. And then I get a little bit more graphic, a little bit more playful, a little bit more interesting with the pomegranate shapes. Here I'm using some crystals to create that crown and then bring the body in. So you can get like kind of way out there and create some really cool symbols that kind of move away from what it traditionally would look like. Here's the Uniball gold gel pen, just playing, moving around the space. You might use sketchbook paper or just drawing paper. You might have a book that you're working inside of. So having a sketchbook is great for this exercise. Here's the pink Posca pen with a bigger tip. And these types of pomegranates are inspired by Matisse and his cut paper works. So here, those are just really flying out of there. And trying out the peach Posca pen as well. And now I'm coming over to the Caran d'Ache. So I highly recommend using Caran d'Ache if you are able. They are water-soluble crayons and they are so soft and luscious to work with. They look great just as a crayon and they have really expressive mark-making potential. You can also mix the different crayons together. And so I have some of the bright red and then I come in with some pink and then some cream, sort of peachy color. And then I add a really expressive stem, just really playing with how the material makes me feel. So you're going to find that certain materials make you want to create work in different ways. And so having this time to explore as many different materials as you can will just inform what you're attracted to, what kind of mark making you enjoy making, how you can deepen into the creative flow with the materials you love as a guide. So when you add water to the Caran d'Ache, it begins to blend and merge with the water. The color carries, and you can really, spend a lot of time rendering it with the water, or you could be really, really expressive. So it's however you want to use it. And if you're using this material, make sure to explore all the different ways to see what you like best. So now I'm using an ebony pencil, and it's just a really dark pencil. So you can use any kind of pencil you have if you're using a pencil to try out some symbols. And having a really soft, dark pencil allows you to make marks in new ways. And so you can render things to look more three-dimensional and have shading and highlights and shadows. You can be really graphic. So play with all kinds of different ways to render your symbol, and take a look at your mood board if you would like to reference any of your images for source imagery. Here's some hatching and cross hatching. And then I have a thin tip blue Posca paint pen, and I just create this tiny little pattern in the corner, which I've used in my work in the past. So enjoy creating sketch pages, just practice pages with lots of different materials, one symbol at a time, and you can do as many pages as you want with as many symbols as you want. Enjoy the lesson.